I need to. What's going on?
Yes, the foundation we laid down was so strong, and it's just like, yeah.
Live and also on Station Head, so make sure you guys tune in for the actual station first. R&B singer signed to the Rock, my pretty. Let's go.
Somebody tried to call me, like they don't know I'm live. Like,
what's going on, world? Let me give you Mary Sweetness, aka Sweetness. StaxRadio, we came to Main Street Throwback Indie Artist, and it pays to be a listener. And you know we specialize in a good receipt. Today is Throwback Thursday. We're celebrating Cornell Haynes Jr., aka Nelly, who came on the scene in early 2000 with his smash hit Country Grammar, the platinum sensation country grammar and platinum artist, known as the man of the decade, one of the top artists, the selling artist of a decade. Country Grammar, of course, put him on the map, but we did not pay attention to the Country Grammar singer until he had that smash hit Hide Her and Dilemma featuring Kelly Rowland. Now, Nelly has a couple of accolades underneath his belt. He's a singer, he's a rapper, he's an entrepreneur, he's a businessman. Of course, well, that's pretty much the same. Of course, I had his jean line called Apple Bottom. Nelly, what happened to Apple Bottom? That was, oh my God. When I said those Apple Bottoms used to fit right, especially if you had a, well, we'll talk about that in another segment. But yes, he had Apple Bottom on his roster, of course, his jeans, and he was in movies like The Longest Yard, definitely. Nelly has also made his ways in the music business. Of course, a little controversy here, but Nelly has always been consistent as far as being true to his artistry. Of course, being connected to the St. Lunatics, putting St. Louis on the map. Just recently, he came out with an album in 2021, his 8th studio album called Heartland. When I say this album is a bop, it's a mixture of a little bit of pop, rock and roll a little bit, yes, a lot of country grammar, if you will, but it only makes sense because he's true to his roots. A lot of singing, a lot of featured artists like Flo Rida's on there, but the album as a collective whole is definitely a good album. I don't know why the powers that be didn't post it, but that's okay. That's what we're here for, okay? Yes. So he's been known as platinum to go platinum, 7 times platinum, et cetera, connecting his St. Louis and featuring them on hits like Air Force Ones. Now, they said, word on the curb is that when he dropped Air Force Ones, you couldn't find Air Force Ones on the shelf. That's how popular Nelly is, and during that time, that's how popular he was, of course. Now, Nelly was seen featured not too long ago on a Versus battle, but just currently he just made, and this is what I came for a receipt for. He just had a prominent feature, Body on Me, with his love of interest for a long time, 11 years running. They recently, well, not too long ago, just got back together. For a long time, Ashanti said that they had type relationship, but just recently they were on stage canoodling, and when I say Miss Ashanti was giving that man something he can feel, or actually something he can look at. I don't know if he felt something, but he probably did afterwards. Look at, definitely. So I was loving the simple fact that Ashanti was rubbing up on that man. Shout out to my Long Island sis Ashanti. Ashanti, what up? But yeah, Nelly backstage had flirted with the idea, saying that he would love to do floor seats next time. You know, giving a little shout out to Irv Gotti, allegedly. But I like these two together. I think it only makes sense. They were together for 11 years, and before that, nobody knew that they were in a relationship. They just thought that they were really, really tight until you see them in a couple of videos, but they didn't confirm it. And I don't believe it was confirmed, to be honest with you, until they broke it off. But yeah, even before that, the Versus battle, Ashanti said in a separate interview that it was kind of awkward for her to just see him, and then they just hug, and then I guess she felt kind of a little bit uncomfortable because I believe she was dating somebody at the time, that she explained to Fat Joe that he's single, but she said she's not. But word on the curb is that Miss Ashanti is not really saying yes or really saying no, that these two are not an item again or not playing with the idea of being in a relationship. But come here, Ashanti, come here, Nelly. We are for it, okay? And according to what Ashanti had on that stage, Nelly, she is down with the ish, okay? But I love these two together. If you want to know what we really think specifically, make sure you download stationhead.live/Mary Sweetness, where we get into some things, the music, the receipts, and more. And of course, you heard from the horse's mouth what Ashanti had to say, and of course, what Nelly had to say offline. So our question to you is, do you think that these two should get back together and stop playing in our face, because they do make a beautiful couple? We certainly are here for it, okay? Well, anyway, I'm done with this. I'm your girl, Mary Sweetness, aka Sweetness. Stax Radio, we cater to Main Street Throwback Indie artists, and it pays to be a listener. Make sure you guys continue to pause on www.facebook.com/Mary Sweetness 77 to join our Stax Radio group, and Instagram, Miss Albie Sweet. And of course, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to get us in the algorithm. It'll really help us out. And make sure you stick around. January 11th, you will qualify for a cashback, but you got to be a loyal listener. All right. I'll see you guys on the show, stationhead.live/Mary Sweetness, 8:45 p.m. I'm your girl, Mary Sweetness. Blessings and Happy New Year.